Hello everyone, Basic Ollie here, hope you're all doing well and welcome to round 4 of this Nations Cup series. It's not been going too badly, we've got ourselves 370 points, but we can certainly improve. So in this race, I believe there's actually quite a lot more points than usual, so there's 225 points. I have been working and grinding on my driver rating recently. We are an A+ driver, but currently we're just sat on an A rating, purely because of the penalty system at the moment. A little bit of a joke, but we're grinding through. We'll get back there. On the time of recording this video, I actually have got my A+ rating back. So for the manufacturers race on Saturday, yeah, we should be up for a big haul of points. But we jump straight into qualifying then. So we're currently sat P4. We haven't actually set a time. Now I actually have the slipstream of the guy ahead. So fingers crossed we'll be able to get a lot of speed up Eau Rouge, down Radeon and down the back straight essentially. The only issue we've really got is that if you take it really well here, like I have done, that's actually quite good, and the person in front of you has not, you're going to catch up with them pretty quickly. Now I thought I'd be okay because he's got the slipstream of the guy in second, but unfortunately just messes up a little bit too much, and you're in this awkward position now. You want to go for it, but you don't want to ruin his lap, and you don't want to ruin yours as well. So I brake at the right point, but he just defends it well, and from this point onwards, you just know you're in a, you're going downhill. It's not going to be your best lap because you've got this guy in front of you. He's going to put you off, and I know I'm quicker than him. I know I can set a quicker lap, much quicker, but he's defending it like it's a race, and he's just like, mate, just let me go. You can just, like, if you let me go, I'm quicker. You know I'm quicker. You can use my slipstream. You can get a better time, but I just don't think he wasn't savvy. He wasn't smart enough to think, right, I'll let him go. Just use the slipstream and see how I get on. Unfortunately, yeah, he just keeps blocking us. But I get it, I do get it. He's on his qualifying lap. He doesn't want anyone to overtake him. And I'm probably just a little annoying fly in the room for him, just start to really annoy him. But yeah, I try to, and he goes wide here, and I think, right, there's my opportunity. But again, it's just not enough, unfortunately. But yeah, I suppose it's kind of the issue with qualifying formats on this game. It is very good. I suppose it is realistic in the fact that in real life you would want to get the slipstream, but it would just affect your lap too much with a dirty air, I think, wouldn't it? So you're probably, you wouldn't bother. You only really see it in F1 if it's around Monza or a track with a long straight, to be honest with you. But yeah, unfortunately, slipstream is still a little bit too strong, and you can see the difference here. I've got to catch right at the back of the foot. I'm not going to try and overtake him, because if I go around the outside, I know he's just going to take me out. So we drop off really poor round here. Actually dropped a gear, which is not what you want at all. You kind of want to be like a low 150s around there, miles per hour that is. And then I brake at the right point, but again, he brakes a little bit too early. You can just see this lap was far from ideal, but we need to get a banker time in, which is exactly what we do. So we're going to cross the line here, and we set a 2:16.9, and that is not going to set the world light, as he seems to brake all of a sudden. I'm not quite sure what happened there. That is not going to set the world light, but we do go again. Now this time, I made sure I wasn't actually slipstreaming anyone. I just wanted a nice clean lap. This is going to be our final run. It is a 10-minute qualifying session, but you don't, because it's Spa, you don't really get the time to do several laps. But we go for the first corner, no issues there. Slightly touch the yellow sausage curve as such on the left-hand side. It is going to affect it ever so slightly, but not by too much, so we should be all good. Right, going for the most famous section on this track here. Really nailed it there. Just the only problem is I wasn't really brave enough. I let go of the throttle ever so slightly, and I lost about 5 miles per hour going up a hill, which, of course, on this long straight here, it's going to cost us a lot, unfortunately. So we probably lost a tenth maybe going through there, but we go for the first sector, and we're actually purple. So I reckon for pole we're going to have to get in the 2:15s. It's currently a 2:16.1 from the Spaniard in first place, but there are going to be people that do improve. There's no doubt about that. It always is. The second one, you're always going to improve, I feel. Just braking on the curb on the left-hand side, ignoring the cones. Again, I don't personally need the cones, but I think it looks a lot better on the videos if I've got the cones on, because then you guys can compare it. So if you do wondering why I do have them on, that's the reason really. But plus, I ain't gonna lie to you, they are helpful. You can't say they're not. Anyways, going through this sweeping section, it's downhill left, absolutely awesome corner, incredibly difficult to get right actually. So easy to, if you're trying to nail it, so easy to go out wide there. This one here as well, you don't really know whether you want to kind of brake late, go wide and then come back in again, or brake early, stick to the inside and have a nice exit on the left hand side. I prefer to brake early, keep it tight, and then have a nice smooth exit on the left hander. Here as well, if you go too wide there, touch too much of the green stuff, it's going to cost you. Again, purple through the middle sector. So as it stands, we are going to be on pole, but it's not going to be by a lot. It's not going to be by a lot. You have to make sure we nail this last section. So through this corner once more. Are we actually going to go down into 5th gear? Are we going to keep it 6th? Yes, we are. So we do manage to do quite well there. We've managed to stay in 6th, over 150 miles per hour, which is what you want to do. Braking just slightly after the cones, heading to the right hand side straight away, attacking the curb, this left side as well, not attacking the sausage curb on the left hand side, and then it's just a sprint to the finish line. Do we get a 215? No, we do not, but it does put us on pole. So we've done a 216 flat. There's a few little areas we can improve on, but I'm not quite sure. But as we go on, as we kind of go back to the pits, unfortunately it wasn't enough for pole, and there's a Spaniard who smashed an absolute brilliant lap time. Puts him on pole. We start in 6th place, so it's not disastrous. So we can certainly still have a good race, but we'll just go up from there. Strategy-wise, you have to use the mediums and hards. So I think for this race, I'll start on the mediums, potentially go on the hards for one lap, and then end the race on softs because we'll want to push. Just going to wait for 5 red lights to go out now. I'm going to put my car in traction control setting 1 to give myself a nice launch, waiting for those lights to go out, and they're out. That's quite good reaction time there. We're going to jump 4th place here. We could potentially jump, well, 5th place we've jumped actually. Potentially jump 4th place by the looks of what we have, but it's just really tight around this first corner. Trying to avoid contact with the guy on the inside. Yeets us a little bit there, but we managed to get past. We're still in 4th place, which is not too bad, but I've got a guy up on the inside here, and his Spaniard here is slow, and I'm really in a sandwich now. I've got nowhere to go. I've got someone on the inside, but I've got to be respectful. If I go hammer and tong, we're both going to go wide. We're in both our races, so I've backed off. I've gone to the left. Unfortunately, that is going to end up me getting a corner cut. And look at this. Look at this. I get pushed. I push another guy off the track from being pushed. And yeah, thank God we didn't get a penalty. But look at this, it's just an absolute cluster, isn't it? It's just all over the place. But we follow the braking zone of the guy ahead. Someone again yeets to the sides, we get hit. We get hit again. We come back on the track from the hit, we get hit. We hit someone else. And then we get a 3.5 second penalty. Nightmare, absolute nightmare. Honestly guys, I don't know what else I could have done there. I felt like I was trying to be so respectful. Again, it's just me trying to be, I'm trying to be so respectful and give people space. And it's just backfiring on me because no one else has got, a 3-second penalty for this. I just seem to be a little bit too polite, and I've really got to step up my game and just be a little bit more aggressive, to be honest with you. Things like Eau Rouge and stuff like that, maybe I just need to just keep my foot down and just see what happens. But I don't want the race to end. Like, I'm recording this, I don't want something to happen, and then it's just a complete failure of recording. So I'm a little bit cautious. Looking for a dive on the inside here, can't quite get it. We're going to have to push like crazy now. It's a little bit unfortunate because even though we have dropped and we are in 8th place, we're only, what, 5 seconds off leader, 5-6 seconds? So it's not disastrous, and we don't know what tyres everyone else is on. So we could be in a really good position here because we're starting the mediums. The guys ahead, they could all be on softs. We don't know. So it could have been a really good strategy. But unfortunately, that 3.5 second penalty is going to absolutely kill us. It's an absolute killer. But nevertheless, we'll crack on and we'll see what we can do for the rest of this race. We've got 2 guys in front of us. They do have penalties. As they start fighting for this corner, Spaniard goes horribly wide there. We've got the Frenchman going to look for a move on the inside. Just last second decide to go to the right. Out braking, but again, look at this. So this is where you really got to be respectful. Look, we're both fighting here. We've got to give him enough space. If I close up on him there, it's just going to cause us both to get penalties. That's how it should be done if you're going through there. Make sure you give the guy in front of you, or side by side, at least a car's width, because otherwise you just ruin both of your races, and it's just utterly, utterly pointless. And we're still going through. Yes, we didn't get a position, but it wasn't worth the risk for me. Not at all whatsoever. You've got to be respectful in these races, and that's exactly what I've done there. But going through here one more time. I say one more time. It's the second lap. But we're going to go through Eau Rouge and Radeon once more. Yeah, it's really difficult. If you hit the curb too hard here, you can flick over to the left and get a penalty. It's so easy to do. If any of you guys done that race, it's so easy to do. But unfortunately, we're going to go up to the penalty line here, and we're going to serve our penalty, and it's just going to feel like an age. Just look at this. Man, oh man, look at that. So after we've served the penalty, look, down into 16th place now. Really, really not good. 11 seconds or so off the leader. You're not going to recover that kind of distance, especially in these, A-rated lobbies with the traffic in front of you. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. But we'll crack on. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep going. A little bit of a nudge from the guy in front of us. Apologies, I'm not quite sure what country that might be, but yeah, a little bit of a nudge, but nothing major. But we still might get a good result from here because we've still got the strategy, in our favour. Yes, there's a big gap to potentially outside the top 10 or within the top 10, but we can still do that. It's not going to be the best result in the world, but It doesn't matter, we'll crack on, we'll see what we can do. Now, last second here, we're going to go for a move. I just dive up on the inside here. That was textbook, that was a really, really good move there. I was very, very happy with that. He gave me enough space, which was great to see. We dive up on the inside of the corner, and that puts us up into 15th place. Behind P1, is that Dizzy? AL3, I'm not quite sure. I'm sure there's a story behind that name, but I don't know personally. But anyways, tyre wear around here, it's only times 7. Because it is Spa, and the laps are one of the longest around here. On any race circuit, it's one of the longest. So even on time 7, it will cost you really. Didn't take that corner well at all. Went in too quickly, and then had to back out very, very early. But I'm looking for the braking zone here. Look at this. I've had to go up on the inside here again, giving the guy space. But yeah, unfortunately, we just get tagged there. I don't think it was malicious. I don't think he did it on purpose. It was extremely tight. I may have turned in a little bit too tight, who knows. Anyways, a lap later, we do manage to catch up with the pack once more. We're going to do a similar move here. Just got to make sure I've got to outbrake him. I've got the inside line once again, making sure you give him space, make sure I go wide enough. He has got the inside line here, but then I've got the inside line for the next corner. I managed to get the traction down, managed to just get past him here. We should have the inside the next corner. Lovely stuff, and that puts us up to P14. Now P13 is actually the guy. Oh my goodness me, what the hell was that? A big dive bomb, and yeah, 2-second penalty. Guys, I swear, so frustrating, man. Just honestly, this is such a horrible race so far. It really is. Like, this is one of those races where you feel like you're not doing anything wrong, and it's just the game is just, it's not on your side. Sometimes you can have races where the game is, or it's so on your side, but today it's not good. It's really, really not good. Anyways, lap 6, we go into the pits. We've done our stint on the mediums, decided to go on the hards here. We're just going to do one lap on the hards, but as soon as we come out of the pits here, you're going to see we're in 18th place now. Really, really not looking good. Anyways, all we're going to do is skip one lap ahead. Pit crew do their thing. We're now in P19, essentially, but we're on the soft tyres. So I'm going to do my absolute best now, and I am going to push like crazy. I'm going to do my absolute best to see if there's any hope at all to get a top 5. We are on lap 9, currently P18. We've set a purple sector. We're almost 4 temps up there, thanks to the slipstream. We really are going to try and smash it here. Up to P18 now. We're going to dive up on the inside of the Spaniard there. Spaniard? I think it's Hungary. I don't know. Apologies. I don't know my flags too much. I really should. Anyways, we dive up on the inside now. We're right on the back of this Spaniard now. Falcon here. Quick driver, he's not slow at all, so this is going to prove to be a little bit of a pain. I'm going to look all over the back of me. I'm going to try and get something here. As you see, the look behind us, the guy's actually got a penalty. But we skip ahead, breathe in, we're just going to get past him there. Oh my goodness, I feel that was just about respectful enough. But we skip ahead again, so we got P16 up to P15. We really take our Ryzen Radeon really well there. There's 2 guys fighting up ahead. There's 3 or 4 actually. We get the slipstream of the Spaniard, but as soon as we pull to the right hand side, we lose it. So we have to pull back to the left hand side again, try and get the slipstream. Could we go for a dive bomb on the inside? There's going to be 3 people going wide into that corner. The Spaniard's going to look for a move, unbelievably. I'm going to follow him through. We're going to have to breathe in. Oh, I don't know. That's really, really tight. Can I get past him? I've got the inside line. Unfortunately, he just turns into me there. He does go off. I swear to you guys, I was fully locked. I don't think I could have done anything else there. I did apologise, but honestly, I think he just turned into the space that I was in. The Spaniard goes past the Brit here. I'm going to look for the move. There is a gap there, but again, through here, just back out of it. He does well. He managed to keep the position there. We could have potentially got that, but again, not worth the risk. We've had enough instances in this race. Anyways, we're on lap 11, we're halfway through. He just starts to drift. I'm looking for a move on the inside. A little bit naughty, a little bit forceful. I will hold my hands up to that. But we'll just get past him. And we've got some people going to pit, so we're currently P9 now, which is fantastic. We actually skip ahead, and we finish 12th. Because of the way the pit lane is, people entered, the game kind of skips it, they come out, and unfortunately, by the end of the lap, we were P12. But unfortunately, guys, that's the best I got. I'm really, really sorry on that one, but yeah, really hope you enjoyed that. Regardless, we cracked on. Even if the game was trying to backhand us, we just carried on anyways, but really hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Take care. Ta-da.